Now let's install some basic WordPress plugins. Plugins allow you to extend the functionality of WordPress and make it more powerful. Most plugins are free, and there's some basic plugins that a lot of people say they're a must to install when you're launching your website. So let's go through the list. The first thing we're going to do is remove unnecessary default plugins. So let's go to our dashboard, and under plugins, we can see it depends what web hosts are going to using, but by default, this one, HostGator or Mojo, are plugins that you don't need. This is basically premium plugins you're going to have to pay for and stuff that you don't really need. Now we got to go, so check mark the ones that you want to deactivate. Click deactivate, because before you can delete them, you have to deactivate them. Now you could delete them. Now that they're deactivated, they're not an issue, but we can actually go ahead and delete them as well. Select them and go delete, and then confirm, and there you go. We can get rid of those two plugins, and we just did that. Install contact form 7. To install a plugin, just go to plugins and add new, and you can either upload it or search for it and under the WordPress marketplace for plugins. Contact 7, form 7, and this is the most popular contact form plugin that there is. You can see that a lot of people have downloaded, more than 1 million active installs, and this is the best way for people to contact you through a form. And the other thing is that it integrates with the Akismet spam protection plugin by WordPress, which is awesome, because that way you'll be able to reduce spam by almost 100%. So we can go install now, and we're just going to install it. Activate plugin. All plugins usually have different settings, but we're not going to go into the details. Right now I'm just going to show you how to install the main basic plugins. We installed that. And now we're going to install WordPress Super Cache. That's already here by default installed, so we don't have to worry about it. And what makes this so awesome is that it's going to make your website faster, because it's not going to have to load everything from scratch. It's going to save a copy of your website on your server, of your render website, so every time people try to access it, they're going to access that cache. They're not going to hit the database. Anyway, some technical mambo jumbo. It's going to make your website faster, so it's very highly recommended. Install WordPress. It was already installed. Install Google XML sitemaps. This is awesome for SEO friendliness. It's very important that people can find your website, and XML sitemaps by Google are really useful for that. So we just go to add new. We can type sitemaps here, and Google should appear the first. And news feeds. Right, so there is several ones. Anyways, we can go just install this and activate plugin. There you go, it's been activated. Discuss or Facebook commenting system. This is optional, but these are social enabled commenting systems. So you have a blog, and you see some of the very popular blogs out there, they're not using the default commenting system by WordPress. They're using either Discuss or Facebook, but it's optional. I recommend that you install it. So you can go here to plugins and add new, and let's say we just want to add the Facebook comments, and we just can select one of the options here, right? Social comments by Facebook or the Discuss one. I've been using the Discuss for several years. You have to create a Discuss account, but I think it's worth it, because also Discuss is pretty good at stopping spam. So that's fantastic. Anything that can stop spam is fantastic. And WordPress SEO by Yoast, another plugin that allows you to be found more easily on search engines. A lot of these plugins are continuously updated. It's important that you try to find plugins that are popular and they get updated regularly. And I'm going to show you right now how you can tell if it's being updated regularly. There's two indications that, for example, the ratings and the number of installs show you whether it's a popular and respected plugin. And the other thing, you can also see how often it's being updated. Again, once you install this, you can start the tour that'll show you how to set it up. And the last one is called install BM custom login. This is also optional, but I'm going to show you real quickly what happens here. Let's log out of my blog. This is the login screen. It's very generic exactly. What BM custom login allows you to do is to change this to a custom logo. So if you're creating a membership site, when people log in, they actually see your logo here instead of the default one. Some membership plugins already have this option, but if they don't, it's great to have that option. So let me just type my password. And now we can add that plugin. Go to plugins, add new, BM custom login. And we go and install it and activate it. And then what you can do here is it should appear here, custom login, under settings. All you do is upload a logo image here, and that's what will appear when people are trying to log in. So that's basically it. Now I wanted to show you whether a plugin is sold or not, or it's being used. So if you go to add new, a real quick way of seeing this, if you go to more details, you can see here the change log. First of all, it says when was updated last updated. This is 3 weeks ago, so that's fairly recent. It's compatible up to the latest version of WordPress. There's many hundreds of thousands of installs. You can see the ratings here. Also, you can see the change log. If there's a lot of changes, that means being updated regularly. You want to make sure you install plugins that are well taken care of. The reason why is because if they're not, they may break your website, and you don't want that to happen. So we installed BM custom login, and we've installed the basic WordPress plugins. Hey, did you enjoy this video? If you want to see more like this, just subscribe here. If you want a free gift, click here. Yeah. Which one is going to be the one you click?